when we talk about pulling hose, no matter what type of load it is, we're pulling it the same, okay? But when it comes to loading it, flat load, flat load, flat load is what we're gonna be doing. On that side, with Chief Alado, you're gonna be learning the horseshoe and accordion loads, okay? You're gonna, it's just so you can see it, you do it, you kind of know about it, but everything we're gonna be doing is flat load. Everyone see how the flat load looks?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, male coupling, female coupling. What does that tell me?
In service,
in service. No, that's for attacking, and supplying.
Remember, we talked about attack and supply, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Male coupling coming out is ready for attack. Why?
Because you can attach
a nozzle if you're attacking, right? Female coupling signifies what?
To the hydrant.
Supply, right? Because it's going to the hydrant and you're going to be making a connection to your supply, right?
Yes, sir.
So those are the two different types of ways that the hose is set up in beds: attack and supply. Does everybody see the difference?
So yes, sir.
No matter what you pull out, you're going to pull it out the same. We're going to concentrate on the attack because it's a little bit lighter, a little bit easier. And I'm going to show you how I want you to pull it, and you're going to pull it the same way every time.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
And it doesn't matter if you're doing it for supply. It's all about getting it out in a timely manner, in an organized manner, so that you can deploy it either to the hydrant or deploy it to the fire. Okay? Does everybody get that?
Yes, sir.
So flat load, attack, right?
Yes, sir.
Supply.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Is that always and always?
No, sir.
It depends on your department, your protocols, what they want, but for the most part, this is what it's going to be like. For the most part in Southern California, you're going to have a 2.5 bed set up in attack, flat loaded, and then you're going to have your 4-inch supply with your female coming out. Okay? Set up in supply, ready to make a connection to the hydrant.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Does everybody get that?
Yes,
sir.
Any questions on that?
No, sir.
Okay, so we're going to start by pulling. I'm going to
Sir.
pull in this. Yes.
Sorry, sir. Do you want us in our structure gloves or our utility?
Just stay out of your gloves right now. I'm going to show you what I want you to do when you're pulling hose, okay?
So yes, sir.
Then after that, we're going to load it, okay? And then after that, you guys are going to start pulling it, and we're going to see how it goes, okay?
Yes, sir.
So, everybody off to this side. So let's say wherever my fire's at, when I pull off my hose, I'm going to pull it off 45-degree angle towards the direction of the fire. So if my fire's over there, am I going to go 45 this way?
No, sir.
No, I'm going to go 45-degree that way. Why do you think that?
So that it doesn't get caught on the...
Not so that it doesn't get caught. If I were to go at a 90-degree angle because my fire's that way, what would happen?
You wouldn't
Oh.
have
It would get caught, right?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm going to a hard 90. If my fire's over there, I'm still going to go to 45 off a rig, but I'm going to pull off 200-300 feet of hose. I need to be able to build my kind of railroads, as we call them, from fire back this way, okay? I say fire because we're pulling out for attack. What if it's the hydrant? Same concept with the hydrant. If the hydrant's on this side and I'm pulling my supply, I'm gonna go 45 degrees towards my hydrant, okay? And pull out all the necessary hose, okay?
Yes, sir.
Does everybody get that?
So, yes, sir.
So, everyone back up. Initially, I'm gonna start, I'm gonna step up on my rig, 3 points of contact safely, okay? I'm gonna shoulder my hose. I'm actually gonna pull off this one. I'm gonna shoulder my hose on my fire side, okay? That's the direction I wanna go eventually.
Yes, sir.
When I step down, I'm gonna step down with 3 points of contact, right? Safed, right?
Yes, sir.
As soon as I get my coupling out, move out this way, guys. I'm gonna walk my coupling out, okay? What is our hose length here? Typically 2.5 attack. 50 feet,
50
right?
per stick.
So 50 feet stick, at 50 foot, I should hear and feel a coupling come out of the bed, okay? Also, get it in your mindset to start counting your steps. Depending on the person, 13 to 15, 17 step, but start trying to figure out what it is for you, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm pulling out my hose at a 50-degree angle, or 45. Come this way, guys, so you can hear me. 45-degree angle, okay? I'm waiting for my coupling. I felt a tug. I feel a drop. That was a big piece of hose. It wasn't something, but it's stuck in there. Shouldn't do that, but so at this point, I've counted kind of my steps. I kind of know my distance. Everybody, walk it out to how many steps? 50 foot. For me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm short, 18. Everybody else around the same? 16. Okay, so you kind of know in your mindset how far you have to go. The other thing is you're going to feel, you'll more than likely feel a tug signifying this piece of coupling set is coming out. And a lot of times when you pull, you'll hear it hit, and you'll know at that point. So everyone follow me back over here. So I have my coupling. Someone go grab my phone on the back of the rig right there. Okay, so I have my open butt or nozzle end on my fire side, right? I went 45-degree off my rig to my fire side, right?
Yes,
my coupling dropped. I counted my steps, I heard it, I felt it, my coupling dropped. At this time, I'm going to place my coupling or open butt down nicely. I'm not just gonna throw it down, okay? I'm gonna turn and look, and I'm gonna yell 50. Why am I yelling 50? Because I have 50 feet, okay? When you get an order from your captain's gonna tell you, hey, I want 200 feet of 2.5, or I want 300 feet of 2.5, all right? This is gonna help you organize and keep in mind how much hose. So let's just say my objective is 200 feet of 2.5. Right now, I put it down, I yelled out 50, okay? When I go back to the rig, I'm not gonna go back to the rig this way. I'm gonna go back to the rig on fire side. Follow me.
Come on.
Okay. As soon as I get here, I'm gonna grab my coupling. I'm not gonna place my coupling in front of me. I'm gonna place my coupling right here on this back, basically on my shoulder blade right here, okay?
Sure.
So I'm gonna pick up my next section and I'm gonna work my coupling over here. Up the back. As soon as I get here, I know I'm at about the 50-foot mark because I'm here. I also felt it and kind of heard it drop. At this point, I'm gonna put my next coupling down. What am I gonna yell now? How much?
100.
100.
100. So I got 100. Now I'm gonna go back.
Same thing with the
Same thing. 150. Yeah.
Is it okay if it doesn't come off the engine as long as you get it to the?
We want to get, but it is it? Did it come off the engine?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's gonna more than likely come off the engine.
Yes, sir.
As long as you pull that first one out the appropriate amount. So my captain told me to pull 200 feet of 2.5, right? So I have 200 feet on the ground.
Yes, sir.
So at that point, I've done my job. I can, whatever the rest of my direction is, which we'll do in hose lays, I can attach my nozzle, but I also need to make sure my connection at the rig gets broken and made. Well, you'll do that more in hose lays, okay? This is just how we're gonna pull a hose. So when we pull a hose, attack or supply, whatever our objective is, are we gonna hit the hydrant, or are we gonna go attack fire? It's gonna be stepping up on the rig, placing your nozzle or open butt end on your fireside shoulder, 45 degrees, coming off the rig, okay? And as soon as you get to that 50-foot mark, placing down, yelling back, or yelling 50, breaking off to the non-fire side, and getting whatever next sections I need to. Do you guys see how this has paid out?
Yes, sir.
So one of the reasons that we go 45, it gets us a little bit closer to the fire, but it also gives us room to build hose this way. You guys see that?
Yes, sir.
Because how do I know? We could be working in unison. So over here, I could be working with a buddy and their direction could be, your captain could tell you, hey, I want you to pull 200 feet out of this bed. I want your partner to pull 200 feet out of the other bed, okay? By you starting closest to the fire side and going 45 and then building this way, you give room for this other hose bed or your partner to come straight off the rig and build 45 that way. You guys get that? See that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So training is super. So in general, then you're going to be working from the left to right, then.
No.
To have
Whatever
the most
side,
space?
whatever side you're gonna go.
Okay.
If my fire was over there, I'd pull 45 that way and work this way. It depends on what your objective is. You guys got it?
Yes, sir.
It's not always going to be on one side or the other. It's where I tell you the fire's at. Where the fire's at, that's where you're going to pull 45 degree.
Sorry, sir, just to understand this better. So if your captain told you to pull another set of hose in unison, and it would be that one, for example, would someone just be pulling it in a little bit more narrow than yours, or would you be going outwards?
So,
With this bed right here, sir.
well, so this is a bad example because if I had two guys doing the same job but pulling from separate beds, the first guy would pull off this one.
Okay.
They
Yes,
would
sir.
go out of 45 this way,
Yes, sir.
okay? And build their coupling sets that way. The next person would start here. He would realize that he needs room because he's going to build. I'm going to go more of a straight angle and build my couplings that way. We always want to build fire, nozzle, couplings back to the rig.